was fun.
I didn't even notice the difference.
Good man. Are you about to tell us something?
Oh, no.
Okay. You look like you were about to give us a countdown.
Thank you.
We do have time for one more question, though. I did want to let you know that.
I'm gonna suck, so I'm sorry. Do you guys like develop like your own stuff, or kind of is it just taking other like an already animated like something and then kind of rewriting it and do that? Have you ever like gone and done something and said I'm going to create something that hasn't been done in another form?
Well, I've never worked on. I mean, I've worked on original animation, but not that, like Ninja Turtles was original animation and Viva Pinata and things like that. I didn't direct any of that stuff, but as an actor, it's just so much more freeing to not have to be locked into what that mouth is doing. But I mean, I've outside of that, I mean, I've written on music and I've written some plays that had been produced, and I've done things like that, but I've never done an animation. I mean,
I think kind of like any directing is.
Well, yeah, I mean,
just NYU or something like that.
Well, just musicals. I mean, at the New York International Fringe Festival, I did a couple of musicals there. One that I'd written, and another one that I did music for, and that was fun. I mean, that was like very rewarding. The one that I wrote, like, was just. We had 2 runs. The first run was there was a lot of fighting because there were like 3 of us who wrote it, and we were all friends, but like it used to get pretty nasty and intense. And then then we all sort of stepped away from it for a year, and then the second run of the show was great because it was all focused and just sort of as far as creative experiences go, that was very rewarding to really create something out of nothing and then finally see it getting up there on the stage, and then you get the reviews come in and they're all good and etc. So yeah, I've done that, but like, creating animation would be fun. I think everybody who works in this business said, I have a great idea for a cartoon, but then you break down the reality of actually making one from scratch and you're like, maybe not.
I haven't actually had the privilege of working on anything completely new. Relay, yes, for video games, that kind of thing, but not somebody starting something from the ground up. But there are a whole lot of projects going on right now in and around Funimation with people coming up with things like that. And we do have animators, people like Sunny Strait, who has been drawing all his life and is interested in creating something fresh. And Funimation's interested in helping him out with that. I think you will see something like that coming from Funimation in the next 10 years. But like I mentioned before, with the micromanagement and the macromanagement,
you would not be interested in necessarily doing that. You kind of realize, like,
I'm not the creator. I would think I would be good at the producing. I would be good at somebody bringing their vision to me and me being like, okay, I can get you studio time, I can get you director, I can get you the writers, I can get you the actors. I would be good at the producing, but I don't actually have any interest in coming up with my own thing. I think I'm the only creative person I know who's like that. I want to make somebody else's vision come true. I'm good at that.
I don't think that's the only person who wants to.
I am totally the only one.
Okay.
I'd love to be able to come up with something, but again, there's the cost. The cost thing. It's so expensive to come up with an idea and actually have the money and the drive to get it done. For me, so I've kind of taken this to a smaller level. Since I started directing, I'd really love to be able to someday write the show that I'm directing, just because then I would be like the hand of God. You know what I mean? Because right now I'm having to rewrite a lot anyway. I tend to be really persnickety as far as like scripts and stuff, especially as a director. I found that I'm really kind of anal about things. Kind of anal about things, being a certain way and being said a certain way. So someday I'd like to write.
You can totally do that next year.
And that's the most important step of the project.
Yeah.
I mean, if the show is a house, the writing is the foundation. That's where it all starts, and then it all builds on top of that. But I mean, you can have the best actors in the world and a great director. If your script sucks, bad show. I mean, script is very important.
Because I've done that where I've written the script and edited it.
There are episodes of Full Metal Alchemist that I played 2 characters and wrote and directed. And
you like Orson Welles?
Yeah. I was crazy at that time. Everybody hated me.
You're still right.
I'm so crazy, but I'm much more laid back. I think that was all we had time for, right?
Yeah, thank you guys. Did you guys have anything else that you wanted to say before we...
You guys
Keep buying Pokemon stuff.
Keep buying anime.
But the new season of Pokemon, I believe, is going to start next month. Also, keep an eye out for the Mystery Dungeon Special 2, promoting the new DS game, and Joe vs. Joe. It's a boxing anime, which I think is going to be a lot of fun, and that's supposed to come out May 20th, the same day as the DVD for Pokemon Movie 10, The Rise of Darkrai. So, you know, that can be an early Memorial Day present for all of you.
Watch Holic, it's good.
Yeah.
All right, let's give these guys a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming out. Hope to see you guys at closing ceremonies. Take care.